Here are 18 things I've learned before 18. Okay, today's video is going to be a little bit different. Tomorrow is actually my 18th birthday. With that being said, I wanted to share a little bit of the lessons that I've learned throughout these past 18 years of my life. High school, especially after graduating, I have had so much time to reflect and look back on so many different lessons that I've learned, and I wanted to share them with you today. I have a list on my phone with plenty of wisdom and lessons and my advice. Okay, lesson number 1, trust God. Literally, that's it. Trust God. Whatever it is that you believe in, whether you believe in God or you don't, if you believe in a higher power, even if you don't believe in anything and you just believe in yourself, believe that you know yourself best and that you can get things done and that you know what is best for you. For me, I believe in God, so I trust that God has a path for me regardless of if it's what I want or not. If I have this path laid out and God has a path laid out, I want to be taking God's path, and that's how it's going to happen. God is going to put different experiences in your life. He's going to lead you through hardship, and if He's going to put you through something hard, He's going to bring you out of it. Through everything, I have always just trusted God, trusted that He has a path, and trust that He knows what's best for me, and also just finding peace in knowing that what is meant for you is not going to pass you by. Number 2, you are supposed to outgrow people, places, and past versions of yourself. This is something that I've recently had to learn. I think high school was my biggest wake-up call for this. You are not meant to have the same friends forever. People are going to come and go in your life, and that is okay. They serve a purpose, whether it's to teach you a lesson, whether it's to show you maybe what you're missing of yourself and what you want to explore in yourself. It is okay for change. It is okay to not have the same friends you had 3 months ago, or to not stay with the same friends all 4 years of high school. It is okay, and it is meant to happen. Not everybody is going to be for you, same way that you're not going to be for everybody else. Same thing goes with places. Maybe you switch schools, maybe you take yourself out of a toxic environment because you know that it's not meant for you. That is okay. You are supposed to grow. You're not supposed to fit in a perfect box your entire life. Number 3, if it doesn't give you peace, profit, or purpose, then it doesn't deserve your time, energy, or attention. I love this quote. Your energy and time is so valuable. You have to think of it like a currency. It is super expensive, and not everybody, not everything deserves it. You have the power to pick where your time and energy goes. So you should choose wisely and know that not everybody deserves it. And another one that goes with this is that your life is a reflection of how you spend your time. So choose wisely and make sure that you're doing things that fulfill you. Be picky. Like, it is okay to be selfish and be picky with how you spend your time and energy, because that is yours and it is special. So it shouldn't be spread everywhere like it's worthless. Number 4, the beginning of something new is supposed to be scary, but that doesn't mean that you should shy away from it. Life moves in constant waves of getting into something familiar and then something new, and then you're constantly learning different things, especially now, especially when we're young and still in school, still meeting new people every school year, and just going through the different stages of life. Things are gonna be scary. Getting your first job is gonna be scary. Joining your first club is gonna be scary. Maybe trying a new sport. All these things, they're meant to be scary. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. If something scares you, but it excites you, that is where you're meant to be. It is going to help you grow. It is going to help you learn. And I promise you, you're never going to regret trying something new, especially overcoming that first stage of fear. You should not let fear control your life. As soon as you jump over that little bump of fear, who knows what could be on the other side waiting for you. But I think that just because something is scary, that doesn't mean that it shouldn't happen or that you shouldn't go for it, because if you stay in a place of comfort your entire life, you're never gonna grow. Number 5, your mind will give up far before your body does. This goes for all my athletes, but also it can be applied in different areas of your life. If you're going on a run, or you're maybe trying new weights, or you're trying to reach a certain amount of reps on something, your mind is going to tell you that you can't do it far before your body's going to give up. Your mind is going to be tired and say, okay, we can stop now. It is meant to keep you safe. It is meant to keep you comfortable. But your body is so much more powerful and able to do those things. Overcoming mental barriers, especially in sports, it's definitely hard, but it is so rewarding knowing that you beat your mind. I don't even know how to explain it, honestly, but I think if you've experienced it, you know what I mean. Just because your mind is telling you to stop, that doesn't mean your body is ready to give up. You'll surprise yourself, I promise. Number 6, not all thoughts thoughts are yours. Now, I know this can be a little confusing. Growing up, we're surrounded by our parents and siblings, older siblings' ideologies. And that's what you learn. You learn what is around you. You learn what you're surrounded by. And sometimes in decision making or in different situations, you'll hear different voices of like, okay, maybe this is what I should do or this is what I should do. Not all of those thoughts are yours. Some of them could come from, this is what my mom would tell me to do. This is what my dad would tell me to do. You have to find your voice. You have to find what thoughts are yours and which ones you need to listen to. That is why I'm such a big advocate for spending time alone, because figuring out which voice is yours and following it is so rewarding. It also helps you trust yourself in making decisions and not having to ask everybody around you for their opinion on a decision that should be yours. You have to remind yourself that those different ideologies that you're surrounded by, that you grew up with, you are able to change. You don't have to have a scarcity mindset over money. You don't have to live in constant fear. Whatever it is, whatever the ideologies that you grew up with, you are able to change them. Overall, you're in control. You're in control of your thoughts. Choose what thoughts you want to listen to. You don't have to follow a pattern just because it's what you're familiar with. That leads me to my next point, number 7, that you are a product of your environment. I think this is very self-explanatory. The people you surround yourself with, your room, your spaces, you are a product of your environment. The people around you are going to affect you. That's why it's important to choose wisely who your circle is and who you choose to give your time and energy to. The people you spend time with, those qualities are going to reflect onto you, whether you consciously realize it or not. Number 8, ambition without action becomes anxiety. I can't relate to this more. As somebody who's always been ambitious growing up, if I don't take action to do something, I will stress myself out. And that's what constantly leaves people feeling like they're behind or feeling like they're not doing enough, because you're not taking action. You have all these dreams, you have all these thoughts, you have all these things you want to try, but you don't do anything. It's going to turn into stress. It's going to turn into anxiety, and you're not going to know how to release it. My advice to those people is to be creative. Try those new things. Listen to yourself. You can create something new or go after whatever it is that you've been thinking about. Number 9, make decisions from the perspective of the person you want to become. When I first saw this on Pinterest, I was like, wait, like light bulb moment. If you think like your future self, day by day, you're slowly going to become them. Make that switch. It's like, okay, the gap between me and the person I want to become, what are those differences? When it's time to get up and do something productive, would your future self say, no, I'm going to sit here and scroll for 5 more minutes? No, your future self is going to get up and do that thing that you need to do. To be the person that you want to become, you have to act like the person you want to become. It's much easier said than done. Slow, steady, and daily actions will compound and get you there. So just keeping that in mind, that you have the power to make decisions in a different perspective from the lens you're looking through now, such a great reminder that you are in control of your actions. You can change when you want to change. But on the flip side, you are also the only person who can make that change. Number 10, work on the things that people cannot take away from you. That is your mind, your body, your soul. Those 3 things nobody can take away from you. Your mind, soul, and body is one of a kind. Nobody else is you, and that is your power. Become so confident and stable in your life, in yourself, that no matter what life throws at you, no matter what people say about you or think of you, that does not ruin the image that you have of yourself. Number 11, you are supposed to make mistakes. While you shouldn't intentionally go out and say, yeah, I want to make a mistake today. No, but when they happen, my best advice to you in the moment, you cannot change the past, but you can change your reaction to it, and that is the only thing that you control. You cannot control other people, but you can control and step forward and move forward and control your reactions. Even if it's something that you can only be mad at yourself for, take a step back, reflect, and see what it taught you. You have to take a lesson out of every experience, good or bad, rather than hating yourself for letting it happen because you didn't know any better. Now that you do, you can move forward having that in the back of your mind that you have already learned that lesson and you don't want to repeat it twice. Number 12, slow down. This is something that I think in the past month I've really had to embody and I've really had to practice. We are so young. There is so much life ahead of us, although nothing is ever promised. The only time that we have and the only time that we can truly call our own is now, in the present moment. So you have to make the most of what we have on the day-to-day basis. We have to make the most of the people around us and just truly slow down, take a breath, not live in constant stress. Number 13, when there's a decision that you know you need to make, don't hold back just because you're not ready. This goes with number 4, that you shouldn't just shy away of something because you're scared. You're never going to be ready or more prepared than you are now for that thing. If you know that there's a decision you need to make, whether that's quitting your job, leaving a relationship, cutting off a friend, if you know that you need to do it, but you're just not ready, I'm just going to tell you right now, there's no other time. Time is not going to help you be ready. If anything, it's going to attach you more to whatever you need to let go of, and it's going to make it 10 times harder to leave. You have to make the jump and take the leap of faith when you have the opportunity. This is another situation where you really truly just have to trust in yourself and trust in God that you are making the right decision. There's no way you can make a wrong decision. It's going to lead you to where you're going to be regardless of the outcome. Number 14, actions speak louder than words. Classic. We've all heard this, but it is so true. Friends, family, relationships, people, someone can tell you that they're going to do something a million times over, but until they do it, it doesn't mean anything. The way people treat you is the way they feel about you and the way they think about you. So keep that in mind. That is another reason why it's super important to have such a good self-image, because the way you treat yourself is the way other people are going to treat you as well. People can talk and talk and talk all day. I wanted to do this for you. Let's do this. Let's do that. If they don't show up to those plans, if they don't live up to their word, the words clearly mean nothing, even to them. Maybe they don't trust themselves enough to follow through with their word, which sucks, but that isn't something that you should take personally. Number 15, take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself. At the end of the day, you only have you. You are the only person who has been with you your entire life. From the second you wake up to the minute you go to sleep, every single day, it's you. You have to fill your cup. You have to sleep. You have to rest. Fuel your body. Give yourself the nutrients that you need. You truly cannot give your 100 if you're at 50. Number 16, be grateful. There is so much to be grateful on the daily basis, and I think happiness truly derives from the daily little things that make us happy. For me, it's like the simplest things can make me like super happy. Going to McDonald's and getting a $2 Diet Coke, my day is made. A Dutch Bros drink, maybe a Bloom energy drink. I don't know. I love fun drinks, but whatever it is, if you just pay attention to the little things and truly be grateful for every little thing that you have in your life, I think happiness starts with gratitude and starts with being grateful every day. Number 17, take risks. I know this can be scary, but now more than ever, when we are young, when you are still in high school, when you're underneath your parents' roof and you don't have many responsibilities, take risks. Try something new. Try a new sport. Do the things that call you, because you don't have anything to lose. You truly don't. If you want to start a business, start it. You have nothing to lose. If it goes all sideways, you're still going to have a family. You're still going to have a roof over your head. I guarantee you that you've ran into somebody that wanted to do something when they were younger and didn't, and now they regret it. You cannot live your life with regret. Try everything. An experience, good or bad, is something you can learn and grow from. I am such a big advocate for taking risks. I will encourage everybody to chase their wildest dreams. I don't care what it is. If you believe that you can do it, and if it's something that you think about all the time, chase it. There is nothing to lose, especially now when we are young. That brings me to my last point of the video. Number 18, work hard, play hard. This is one of my favorites. My mom always says this, and it is so true. You have to reward yourself. You cannot be in a constant state of toxic positivity. I know we live in a media-filled world where it's like you gotta be productive 24/7, especially in the US. It's like hustle culture is insane. Reward yourself, whatever that means to you. When you're working hard, you have to balance it out. You cannot be a working machine 24/7. Let yourself have fun. Let yourself find the balance and do the things that make you happy. Essentially, just balance. You cannot have one without the other. You can't be working 24/7, but you also shouldn't be just partying, having fun 24/7, because then you're going to feel super unproductive and very unhappy. You got to find the balance in between the two. Work hard, play hard. With that being said, that concludes this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you found anything useful, or if you want me to elaborate on any of these things, feel free to comment down below and I will get to them. I promise I read every single comment. More content to come soon. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye.